Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for July 12th through the 16th. So it is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for all of your support. It means the world. You know that. You know I love you guys. I wanted to let you guys know I'm sorry about the ads that have been popping up so often. I knew there was a way to adjust them, but I hadn't been able to figure out how. So me, the non-techie person, figured it out. So hopefully they won't be interrupting the videos as much. That was one thing. The other thing is I've heard that it's difficult to hear me, so I did order a microphone. Hopefully that helps. Thank you guys for letting me know these things. That really helps me help give you the best experience possible. Okay, so for this reading, also I do personal readings. If you're new and don't know that, that information is in the description box below. All right, so we're going to get into your current energy, the near future, and the next 3 to 6 months. So let's see what's going on for you. We will clarify that and do, like I normally do, clear that spread, and we'll get into your person's energy, how they're feeling, you're feeling, the romance angels, and possible outcome for you. So if you'd like to stick around for that, that will be after we do the main spread. Okay, so this could be about anything: love, career, finances in general. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn for this particular week. All right, so the first thing is the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Five of Cups in reverse. In the near future, we have the Death card, we have the High Priestess in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. Next 3 to 6 months, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Swords, and then we have the Two of Swords. So to me, this is just saying there's an energy surrounding this time in the current energy. So from now through the next week, where you feel like there's some kind of a decision you have to make. I feel like you're going to have to get clarity around this choice, this decision. It could have to do with a work situation or with love. I feel very strongly it has something to do with love. You may have had two energies surrounding you and you're not sure which direction to go. If it's not that, then you feel like you need to make a decision whether to cut something out of your life. There's still a part of you that isn't 100% sure. That's why I feel like her blindfold is there. Now, I'm also picking up, they're showing me the moon here. So there could be things around the moon cycles when the tides are high and the energy is shifted. That is a time when I feel like you may be able to make better decisions. So with this new moon, there could be a need to sit down and really, and I mean really take the time, guys, to write down what you want and make clear-cut decisions. If there's anything you're not feeling really good about, it's time. It's just this big push that I feel like they're trying to say to you. At some point, you can't stay still anymore. You can't be stagnant. It's your life. You're going to create it, and you need to. So if there's a choice that needs to be made, this is a big push saying that it needs to be made. Right now, I feel like you're a little bit vulnerable. There could be things that you were trying to create or manifest in your life, and you felt like, am I going to get them? I'm opening myself up to being vulnerable to either a person or a situation, and you don't want to get hurt again. So with the Magician in reverse, I just say, all right, hold on. I'm getting 3 different things in my head. So you don't want to be in a position where you open yourself up to something where you could either be manipulated, lied to, or where someone can, even if it's not on purpose, create some kind of instability in your life. That vulnerability that you have is so precious because Capricorns are so open and loving, and you guys would give the world on a platter if you could to the people that you love and even strangers. So the fact that there's been a situation that hurt and you don't want to keep experiencing the same thing tells me that we need to get away from allowing things that feel like they're manipulating us to move away. So if you have any question about whether somebody is doing so to you now, I think you're getting pretty clear about that. and also closing off to allowing such types of people to hurt you and feel exposed. So there's also a part of you that doesn't want to feel exposed that way. It's almost as if you want to cover up. I feel like wanting to cover up the wounds, the scars. So somebody may have scars somewhere and you wear clothes to cover those up, or you just feel like you don't want to expose any parts of your body when you get dressed because it makes you feel too vulnerable. There's something about that as well. In this case, I'd say that's the state that you're in right now, is just feeling a little bit vulnerable. We will clarify that. All right, so in the near future, this is actually really great energy. The Death card, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. I also feel Sagittarius, Aries, Gemini, Libra, and we do have fire here as well. So I don't feel as much water right this second. This is Scorpio, but mostly the fire and air. Okay, so this is about a big transformation. So where you felt vulnerable, or where you felt like maybe people had gotten one over on you, or there had been a sense of manipulation in a situation, that's shifting, that's changing. So these are the types of energies that you're walking away from. He's sitting on a horse. He's moving into the future, and he's very straight up and confident. So whatever it was that may have, and you guys don't get thrown too often because you're one of the most stable signs in the zodiac. So if something had put you in a place where you felt like it had thrown you a little bit emotionally, this is you creating that stability in your life again. It's letting go. You're shifting and changing. There could have been situations where you didn't trust your intuition. You knew better, but there's a part of you that sort of ignored that. That's not going to keep happening. So that's in between the Death card and the King of Pentacles. So this could be an energy of somebody that you're hoping is going through some kind of a transformation. You're not 100% sure. It feels like if you question where you stand in a particular relationship with someone, this could be wanting to get some kind of clarity around that and hoping that this person is creating some kind of stability in their life so that things can move forward. Now, this could also be that you yourself, where you haven't trusted changes in the past, you are starting to now, and that's creating a new kind of stability for you. I do feel like there's a possibility there's some kind of shift in your job. Just be sure, because right here could tell me that there's something you might miss. Be cautious, because when the Death card comes in the High Priestess in reverse, it would tell me that there could be some energies around you that you may not be able to trust. So you need to make sure that your spidey senses are up. But whatever this change is, something's about to come in that's going to create a different kind of stability for you. So it could be an increase in money. It could be that you become more independent than you were prior. If you had gotten out of a relationship where there were shared resources, this is creating a new type of stability for you. So that shift, whatever that change is going to be something that you may not be expecting as well. So there's a couple different ways I can read this, but whatever that energy is, it is very stable. I will clarify that and also try to get as many messages with the clarifiers for you. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. So there's something in the next 3 to 6 months. There's someone who wants to come in, and you could have been patiently waiting for this person. I'm not saying all of you do. A lot of people don't want to wait for somebody, but I've done a lot of personal readings for Capricorns, and a lot of you are very interested in someone that you've either been involved with or someone from your past, and you want to be patient and wait for that person because you understand that there's a connection there. Now, the Ten of Swords could be feeling very betrayed by it and frustrated, but I do feel like this person is putting behind them betrayals and pains and hurts and coming towards the person who's been patient. Like, they're actually feeling like they're starting to lose patience. They're very passionate about this situation. So it's going to be a different time frame for all of you. If you've had a personal with me, you know that I try not to give you exact dates because I don't want to get people's hopes up. It is definitely an energy that's still there, still moving towards you, and it shows that you've been waiting. They're moving away from something very painful that's finally over with, and they want to probably express that to you and let you know that that's what's been happening in their life. Okay, so I'm going to read this sideways, which I don't always do, but it feels like the vulnerability around this change or this shift that you want to happen is where you've been waiting, if that makes sense. So you're doing the right thing for you. Being open to the idea that this can change and being patient to see if things can move forward is a positive thing. I do think it's something that's going to work out long term. It's definitely going to require some patience. All right, so let's move on to the clarifiers. Let's see with the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Magician in reverse. I think you're letting things go and not allowing them to create this emotional overflow in your day-to-day. So your current energy is about finding balance. Yes, staying open and vulnerable, but not allowing the past pains to continue to control your thought processes, in other words. And then we have the Two of Cups in reverse. So that's something that has not come together. And then the Ten of Pentacles that you thought was going to, but the Lovers is in the upright. So where things may have gone awry in the past, where maybe you and your partner couldn't see eye to eye or something was off, things couldn't flow. It wasn't that there was not abundance or love or fertility, if you will, in the relationship. It's that the timing was off. So this is two people who need to see things, who need to be on the same page. I love it when it's in the upright because it's somebody seeing you for exactly who you are. This just tells me that in the current moment, things have not come together. Does it mean that it's not going to? No. It just means there could be some rockiness within a relationship. If you're in one now, there could be some issues with money. You could be seeing, having problems seeing eye to eye about how to manifest a new home or how to get beyond whatever pains there were within the relationship. There's just a little bit of instability about how each other thinks. In other words, the eye to eye stuff is what I mean. You don't always agree on everything, especially when it comes to financial things. So that does feel like it's going to work itself out. You're going to have to use, both of you are going to have to focus on your intuition, and you're going to have to be willing to let things shift and change. In other words, drop some things that maybe you've held on tightly to, or they have to change something about themselves or their habits in order to make things start moving forward smoothly, especially if you're trying to make a decision about buying a home, and money matters. That can create a lot of ups and downs in relationships. But this is what feels like a loving, good relationship. So if you're trying to work on a current one, it does feel like you'll start to shift and things will start to come together. I think your patience is going to pay off within that relationship. Now, if this is someone from the past, there was something that didn't go right in a relationship for that person, or things split apart because the timing wasn't right, and the Lovers is telling me it's about that divine timing. So if you are interested in someone from the past, they could be coming back and letting you know that they are finally stable, that they've done the work that they needed to do, and they've made a lot of changes. They've gone through kind of that rebirth. All right, so we have Temperance. That's where that patience is. And then we have the Page of Swords. So this is in the near future. They may not, right now, there's still a little bit of internal conflict, but that is going away. So there's drama being cleared from the situation. So be grateful for that part. If you're dealing with something where there was some drama in the past and you didn't want to deal with it, that's now closing out. That cycle is closing out. So being patient for this person to come forward. If they are hesitant, it's not because they don't want to speak. It's because they have some things that they've had to work out. So they're going through transformation. They too could be working on trusting their intuition. Either way, it feels very balanced. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, I think I mentioned most of the signs. Scorpio, yes, and then a lot of air. Aries, or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So again, they may not be moving forward to say something just yet, but I'm going to say be patient. That's what Temperance is all about. This is understanding divine timing, understanding the spiritual speed of things, basically two of the same. But know that there's no drama, and that's what you want. You don't want this person to come back into your life bringing any kind of issues. So if they had to close something out first, then that's good. If it's someone you're currently with, this means that fighting is probably coming to an end. Things are finally starting to feel like they're going to work themselves out. Okay. Now, if you're looking for somebody new, that could be a possibility as well in the next 3 to 6 months. That energy is popping up with the Knight of Wands. It could be a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries, and whoever this person is someone that has been waiting patiently to approach you. They may be familiar with the fact that you've had hurt in the past and not wanted to move towards you too quickly. So as you close out cycles and go through the changes yourself, if you're open to that new love, that's what I'm seeing in the next 3 to 6 months. Okay. Let's see what we've got for the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, please. We have the King of Swords. Perfect. So that is the energy of the person that I feel like wants to come towards you and tell you the truth. The High Priestess in reverse. They may have some doubts. Again, that's that whole intuition. I don't think they trust themselves. I don't think it's about that they don't trust you. And there's your lovers again. And you guys heard me shuffle the cards. So this is very much about a love situation. This person has integrity. They know that moving quickly isn't always the best thing. They just know that they have to come with truth, clarity, integrity, and all of the things that you're going to require in order for this to work. Again, someone from the past does feel like they want to come forward and give you that clarity. If this is a current relationship, this person is definitely someone that wants to clear things up. So if you've doubted them, I don't see secrets, lying, cheating, none of that. I just feel like there needs to be clarity within and they need to bring it to you. With the High Priestess in reverse, this is someone who, again, just doesn't trust their intuition very much. But they're coming to a place because they're trying to make some changes. There's some things they want to discuss with you about where maybe they felt hurt or there were things that were lingering in their energy and maybe they're just becoming aware of that. And that could have been causing problems within the relationship. It's old wounds that needed to be brought to the surface and healed. I mean, you could be in a relationship with somebody or married to somebody for 15 years and there's things you just don't know that they still carry with them. So that could be very much what you're finding out about a long-term partner, that they had wounds that they couldn't talk about before and now they're feeling like they need to be vulnerable with you, the Seven of Wands, and discuss these things because that's been something that's gotten in the way of you two connecting and understanding each other. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and clear this and we'll get into the energy of your person. So think about that person for a minute while I get these cards cleared. And we will check into their energy, your energy, romance angels, and possible outcome, lovers, oracle, and all that good stuff. Okay. This is for Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn's person, please. And yes, I do pull from the top of the deck. I had somebody comment about the fact that it was just weird. Okay, I read energy and cards in different positions. It's very strange to me. Anyway, guys, let's move on. This is about you. So this person is trying to find the strength because they definitely want to put the work into this relationship. Oh my God, this is a really beautiful outcome. Okay. So the Page of Cups in reverse just means this person's maybe having trouble kind of coming forward and explaining where they are emotionally. I don't think that means that there's not feeling there. They just are maturing on an emotional level. I don't care if they're 65 years old. People can mature emotionally at different times in their life. It could take 3/4 of their life for them to realize things that have hurt them from the past and actually mature. So this is the energy of the overall relationship. It's just maturing and needs to on an emotional level. All right, so the Strength card in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles. Now, you could be dealing with a Leo. They could have been dealing with a Leo. This is literally working on building up the strength to move forward. So the Three of Wands is someone who is ready. They're not in a place of confusion anymore. They still have a little bit of building on their strength, but they know the kind of work that they need to put in order for this to move forward. The Three of Wands is someone who waits, right, for their ships to come in. But in this case, it's like, I have the one stave or wand in my hand. I know what the future can have and hold, and that's the Ten of Pentacles, because this is the person that I want to be with. So if this person is not in your life yet, this is how they see the relationship. In other words, if it's someone that you would hope to come back because you know the two of you are meant to be and have a family, that's beautiful. If you're older and this relationship has been intact for a while, they're just going through those changes. They're willing to put the work in. They know that this can go long term, and you're their ultimate happiness. So if you have any questions about that and you're watching this, this person really does love you and wants this relationship to work. If you're single and you happen to just continue listening to the reading, the energy of the person that wants to move towards you, because I did feel that in the next 3 to 6 months, is someone who's willing to put a tremendous amount of work in, but they have a little bit of fear around approaching you. Again, it could be a Leo. Just know that they see you as that perfect person. Like, they see you as the ideal, almost on a pedestal type of energy. Now, you are the King of Pentacles in reverse with the Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ten of Wands. I think there's a part of you that's tired of carrying the burden of the situation. So if things have been really imbalanced and this person hasn't taken steps forward, like if they're just in a place of instability or they can't come forward and offer you what you want, this is feeling like there's no justice in the situation. So a part of you just feels like it's possibly a burden right now, which makes perfect sense. Because if things have been imbalanced and this person has not gotten the gumption to come back towards you, it could feel like a huge weight on your shoulders, exhausting, you know, like, why can't this work out? Where's the justice in this situation? And as well as being in a current relationship. So you could just feel like you carry the weight of the relationship yourself, and you're getting a little bit tired of that, and you'd like things to balance out. Like, that this person needs to find, whoever you're with, if you're currently in, they need to find a little bit more stability. Maybe they feel unstable financially, and there's a part of them that doesn't know how to move forward in that way. If you're just dating this person, then you're curious, maybe you feel like you have to carry the weight financially of the relationship because that person doesn't offer up or, you know, contribute in any way financially, and that could be creating a burden for you as well. There's a couple different scenarios there. Okay, so let's get the romance angels, and then we'll see what the outcome is. This is for Capricorn. This is for Capricorn. So we have wedding. Okay. This, like I said, it could be a marriage, past life relationship, children. You could also have a family with this person. Let your friends help, and engagement. Okay. So if you are just dating someone, or this is someone from your past, there's a part of me that feels like there's a good possibility that there will be an engagement and a wedding involved with that person. As soon as they muster up the energy to work their way back into your life, then those are the types of things that I feel could happen moving forward for you. Now, past life relationship, you have known each other before. I think you feel this. Now, if you haven't met anybody and you're single, this obviously isn't going to resonate just yet. But past life relationship, whoever this is that you specifically are connecting to, whoever's watching this video, you feel that intense connection. Could you be married to them? Absolutely. I feel like I'm discussing relationships that are in marriage or long-term, and both that and someone that may be returning from the past. I definitely feel many of you have children. It's obviously not going to be for all of you, but children could also represent what you'll have coming forward after you get married to whoever this individual is. Children will be at play. I do think that there's enough love between you that the two of you may decide, yes, we want to settle down and have children. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. If you're obviously in a little bit of a rocky time and there's a lot of shifts and changes happening, of course, I mean, you guys know, you probably have a couple core good friends. Definitely ask for help at this point. You can't always be the one that supports everybody else. You have to be able to reach out for help. I'm here for that too, by the way. And I love all of you that I've done readings for. You guys are the best. So anyways, let your friends help you. Let's get into the outcome. Let's see what the outcome has to say for you. This is for Capricorn. I don't know why the cards are so hard to shuffle today. All right, this is for Capricorn. We have the Judgment in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Perfect. All right, so we have the Two of Wands. This is someone who sees a future with you. This is definitely someone who knows what they want in life. They've got the world in their hands. You know that too. You're stable. You know what could come of this or how this could continue to move forward if you're in the current relationship. So a little bit of balance is still needed. The Judgment in reverse means, to me, somebody who doesn't want to actually divorce. So if you're in a marriage and there have been problems, this tells me that I don't see a divorce coming. So if you've decided that you want to work this out in that relationship, it feels really good. This is no more confusion, no more like thinking, oh, are there other options? Do I need to? This is just not being confused about the person that you want on either one of your sides. And then we have the Ace of Cups, which is that brand new overflowing, beautiful love, new beginning, again, whether it's somebody from the past or the current person. And then the Eight of Pentacles in reverse just means there's a part of you that kind of wants to retreat from putting too much work. Actually, what I really want to say is that means it's not going to be so much work to make this relationship happen or succeed or something like that. That's the first time I've ever gotten that energy from that card, but it just feels like it's so much easier, like it should be, instead of difficult. Like it doesn't require a tremendous amount of work to make this happen and make it succeed, which is gorgeous energy. All right. Now, let's get the Lover's Oracle for you, and we'll close it out with the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is for Capricorn. Oh, that one caught my eye. All right. So we have Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. That's perfect. And then we have beware of what you are projecting for the qualities you admire in one another or qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So if there's something that's been frustrating in this relationship, then just recognize that people are definitely mirrors for us. Okay. Let's see. It's a beautiful, passionate relationship. I feel that very strongly. So I hope that helped for you guys. If it did, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. That is so incredibly helpful to me. Helps me keep coming back and doing these readings for you guys. All right. So last but not least, we have Time to Go, Deep Knowing, Blessed, By the Book, and Clean It Up. So Clean It Up feels very much about just cleaning up the must, not the must, the dust and the muck that might be around the situation. If it hasn't come back in yet, it just means that some things need to be cleared up before this can come together. If you're in the current relationship, you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to clarify. It's going to be a little different for all of you, but whatever that little bit of mess is that needs to be cleaned up, needs to be cleaned up, and you know it. Okay, then we have Time to Go. This is 45, which reduces to a 9. Walking away from the stresses of the relationship. I don't think this is saying time to go away from that person, because you have a deep knowing. There's a lot of 4s here. You have a deep knowing that this is your person. This is the person that you want to be with. And you'll know that if you're single when you meet the person. Whoever that is that's coming towards you has a lot of passion, and you're going to know it like at the snap of a finger when you meet them. This is one of those times where you feel blessed. When the relationship starts to shift and change, when your life is shifting and changing, things are going to start feeling very good. You're going to feel really blessed and grateful for how things are moving forward. That reduces to a 4. There's a 4 there, and we have another 4 there, which is all about balance. Now, By the Book. This is an 11 card. Soulmate energy, twin flame energy. But I do feel like there's a part of you that likes things by the book. In other words, kind of traditional, which is a beautiful energy. They may as well. They may, when it comes to how to raise a family, things like that. Those are things you've probably already experienced if you're in a family situation, or you'll have discussions about moving forward with someone that you may potentially marry. Okay, guys, that is your reading. I so hope you enjoyed it. As I said, please do like, share, subscribe, and comment below. If it's going to be nice, The mean comments are not cool, guys. You know, people are sensitive. We do our best to give you exactly, you know, what we feel, and the negative doesn't help. If this isn't for you, it isn't for you. That just means that it's not for you this week. Okay, enough rambling. If you'd like a personal, that's in the description box below. I love you guys to pieces. I will see you in your next reading. Take care. Bye.